Pause.
Yes, beginning from now, I want to pass my greetings to each and every respective places of my youth. So today I will start in the honor of Gachororo Primary School. Yeah, because of my father figure, the headmaster called James Macharia. So he was such a prominent figure of leadership and role model. Sometimes I took him for my inspiration, and that's why I always have Gachororo Primary School in my heart, because that is the shaper of my destiny. And so I would like to tell all the youths who are studying currently in Gachororo Primary School, knowing that it never began in our time, it began far ahead before the times of our parents, because it was one of the first schools in Juja, when Juja was a bushy place, no other schools, but Gachororo ventured there. Yes, not until when the government was stable, the owner of the school gave out the school to the administration of the government to manage and operate. And so the government has took over it in a good way until it is the Gachororo that we see today. So be proud of your school, because big figures came out of that school. If you have that positive feeling, you will come out being the best person in the nation. But if you have negativity, then you will remain in the streets, having not seen the benefits of Gachororo Primary School. So I would like to pass my greetings to all those guys who are there between 1999 to 2007, those who stood up for my support when I became ill and I was going through challenges. Despite the racism that people try to paste in people, there are good people among bad people, and there are bad people among good people. That I don't deny. But now the story of Juja was such a credible story, which no one can resist. Only if you have not witnessed and experienced, you will hear the misjudgments that people contradict. But to me, I stand with people in Kenya 100%, knowing that if the person who is ahead of you is positive, then all the rest from behind will be positive. But the one who is leading the journey is negative, then all who will be following in pursuit will become negative. So we tend to be like mirroring everything that is ahead of us. When the leadership goes crooked, then we become crooked. When the leadership is upright, then we become upright. And that was the nature when we found Gachororo in its best leadership of James Macharia. Every student had to respect and obey the rules of the school, and all the teachers were obeying the rules of the school. Because to Mr. Macharia, there was no student, no teacher. We were all people in the school. The only difference is that the others are standing while the others are sitting. The others are explaining while the others are listening. And that is how he handled the school. And if you may remember the series of grades that were being registered there, it's because of his result. So what made me angry about Gachororo lately? Not just about the place or about anybody, but about the environmental nature. I remember those times when we were just staying hungry the whole day, waiting for the time to go home so that you can see whatever is at hand, because the situation of life wasn't favorable enough for most of us. We used to take the aroma of the jacaranda trees, and that sweet smell just gives you a lullaby, and you feel I'm in a good place. So when I came back in 2018 and I found all these jacarandas cut off, all the trees that we were busy planting around the fence all the way to the Gachororo secondary school down there, all were just cut off. And I felt that pinch and pain, like we were doing something which was in vain. Yes, the trees grew on well, and we had the shades as we were eating some snacks at lunch times. You just sit under a fresh air, under a shade of a tree. So when I found that they were no more, the first thing came as a sorrow, remembering the effort that we used to nurture those trees. But let's leave alone that one. I would like to pass my greetings to Miss Waithaka, my class teacher all through. So another one was Miss Minor, who was tuitioning me at the final corner of Gachororo Primary School. And then there was Miss Gadaiga, who made me get serious to understanding Kiswahili because of what she did to me. And the only way I could beat her is to pass Kiswahili the more, as she beat me with the canes. And I thank her very much, because her competition gave me the full understanding of Swahili language. And again, there was the teacher Janet. Yes, she was a bit kind of a tough teacher. So she made us pull our socks to the discipline that we deserve. And there was Mr. Dongo T, Mr. Dongo S. These two guys were fabulous, although sometimes they can be tough. I enjoyed their company teaching social studies. And then not forgetting Mr. Onyango. Yes, he was a splendid teacher, teaching mathematics in the very way a professor could teach. And that is why I salute the Luo teachers, knowing that they dig. And I think the motivation came from fishing, because they fished in the depth of Lake Victoria. So when they are given a subject to teach, like Mr. Onyango was given social study and mathematics, he did thorough research beyond the research that could be done by regular teachers. And because of him, we are who we are now. And not forgetting the other teachers who modeled us all through, who came at the time when we were about to leave Gachororo. And then there was teacher Lucy, who was teaching nursery school all her life. She was such a good teacher, full of hope, and we worked hand in hand to try and nurture the kids together. And it was a teamwork more than a school, because whoever knows what has to tell the other to do this way, to do that way. Students have to help each other, and so from that perspective, we managed to live on well through Gachororo Primary School, and now all over the world, the colors of the uniform of Gachororo School flies internationally. And I salute Gachororo Primary School for that. Big up to anyone present there. Thank you.